I think I can eat this now. Chicken quesadillas are so awesome because they're packed with protein and a little bit of spice. They're really good for lunch. They're way better than a sandwich. So while I was filming, I used queso quesadilla, which you would think any cheese would be great for a quesadilla, but this one was specifically labeled good for quesadillas, and I thought it was great. It was so great that I finished it off, and so when it came time to making another quesadilla to share with you in front of the camera, I didn't have any. So I used Swiss cheese, and I'm gonna say it is not bad with my chicken quesadilla. It's actually pretty good. Hey y'all, I'm Melissa Guerra. I am the Kitchen Wrangler, and today we are going to be making quesadillas with chicken. It's pretty easy to make. It is basically a quesadilla with chicken. It's not much more complicated than that. I'm gonna show you how to make pico de gallo, and we're gonna add some avocado, so this is gonna be a very complete meal. So let's get started on our chicken quesadilla. Of course, the first thing you need is a hot griddle. Now for me, this is something that I often forget to do. You need to heat the griddle before you get started, and it has to get to the right temperature. A lot of times when you're heating up the griddle, it gets too hot, and then you cool it down, and anyway, I think it takes about 10 minutes for a griddle to reach the absolute right temperature. Now, if you choose to use a Teflon griddle, I do not recommend heating it for more than 10 minutes. But if you're old-fashioned like me and you use a cast iron griddle, definitely heat it for about 5 to 10 minutes. While we're waiting for the griddle to heat up, let's make some pico de gallo. Making pico de gallo is pretty easy. We need to chop onions, we're gonna chop some tomatoes, and make sure you remove the seeds. We're gonna chop a little bit of cilantro. Let's chop up a jalapeno and remove the seed core because we don't want those seeds. You could leave them in. The pico de gallo will just be a little bit more spicy, but in general, I think the seeds are a little annoying. But then again, so am I, so it's your call. Season the pico de gallo with lime juice and a little bit of salt and stir it up. Before I got started on the quesadilla, I boiled some chicken. You need any kind of cooked chicken, whether you have leftover roasted chicken from the night before, or you use rotisserie chicken from the supermarket. Either way, it really doesn't matter. You just need a little bit of cooked shredded chicken. I don't recommend fried chicken, and I definitely don't recommend that canned chicken. And I don't mean chicken of the sea, because that has been determined to be a fish, not a chicken. Yeah, there is some canned chickens. I think there's some YouTube videos that are kind of like prank videos, like would you eat a canned chicken? So if any of the foods that you're considering are involved in pranks elsewhere online, I'd reconsider. Once the griddle is nice and hot, let's cook that flour tortilla. Now, you can use corn tortillas, no problem. But I like flour tortillas. They're probably not as healthy for me, but oh well. Let's shred some cheese too. I'm using one that is called Queso Quesadilla. It is a cheese specifically made for a quesadilla, but you can use whatever cheese you find. Even cheddar is a good cheese for making a quesadilla. You can use mozzarella, you can use provolone, you can use Swiss, Gouda, any of those work. If you're looking for Mexican cheeses that you'd like to use for your quesadilla, look for Queso OAXACA. It's excellent. Now that the flour tortilla is cooked, we're gonna add a little bit of olive oil to our heated griddle, and that's gonna give the outside of our quesadilla a really nice toasty finish. Add your shredded cheese, and then add some of your shredded chicken. That's super easy, right? Let the tortilla toast just a little bit in that olive oil, and then we're gonna fold it over and flip it to the other side. And we're almost ready. We just need to take it off the griddle, and I'm just gonna add some slabs of avocado because that's what I like, and that is how I roll. Love it. And that is it for our chicken quesadilla. Now, if you want the recipe for the pico de gallo, you can check out my website, which is kitchenwrangler.com. And if you want to make your own flour tortillas, I have a recipe on the website as well. Now, you know, whenever you're looking for the flavors of South Texas, I am here in my kitchen and I am ready to hear from you. Whatever requests you have, you can send them to help@kitchenwrangler.com or contact me through Instagram, through Twitter, through Facebook, or even here on YouTube. You know, I am always ready for your questions and I'm waiting here at the ranch to hear from you. I'm Melissa Guerra, I am the Kitchen Wrangler, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here at the ranch again soon. Bye now.